In the land of ancient Greece, a hero was born whose name sent shivers down the spines of his enemies: Hercules, the son of Zeus, king of the gods, and Alcmaeon, a mortal woman. This birth ignited the boundless wrath of Hera, the wife of Zeus. From the very moment of his birth, Hercules' extraordinary strength became evident. Hera, unable to tolerate the existence of this demigod child, sent 2 giant serpents to Hercules' cradle. However, the infant, without fear, grasped both serpents with his small yet powerful hands and strangled them in an instant. Years passed. Hercules grew into a strong and mighty man, mastering the arts of combat and warfare. His bravery and valor became legendary. However, his fate was intertwined with tragedy and suffering. Hera, still consumed by rage, drove him into madness, during which he unknowingly killed his wife and children. After this catastrophe, Hercules sought purification and consulted an oracle. The oracle offered him only one path to redemption. He had to complete 12 arduous tasks assigned by King Eurystheus. Only after completing these tasks would his soul be cleansed. These 12 trials, known as the 12 Labors of Hercules, were immensely challenging and tested his strength, courage, and determination. The first labor, battling the Nemean Lion. Hercules' first task was to face a lion with impenetrable skin that no weapon could pierce. Unable to slay it with conventional weapons, Hercules used his wit and fought it with his bare hands, strangling it to death. Legends say he later wore its indestructible hide as a cloak. The second labor, slaying the 9-headed Hydra. The Hydra was a monstrous serpent with 9 heads, one of which was immortal, while the others regenerated twofold when severed. With the help of his nephew, Hercules cut off the 8 mortal heads and cauterized the wounds before new ones could grow. He then buried the immortal head beneath a massive rock. The third labor, capturing the golden hind of Cerenea. This deer, with golden antlers and unparalleled speed, was sacred to Artemis, the goddess of the hunt. After a year of relentless pursuit, Hercules captured it alive and brought it to Eurystheus. The fourth labor, capturing the Erymanthian boar. Hercules exhausted the massive boar before lifting it onto his shoulders and carrying it to the king's palace. The fifth labor, cleaning the Augean stables. He had to cleanse a stable that housed 3,000 cattle and had not been cleaned for 30 years. Hercules accomplished this seemingly impossible task by diverting 2 rivers to wash away the filth. The sixth labor, driving away the Stymphalian birds. These man-eating birds had razor-sharp beaks and feathers that terrorized the people. With Athena's help, who provided him with magical rattles, Hercules scared them off and eradicated them. The seventh labor, capturing the Cretan bull. Hercules had to subdue a mighty and ferocious bull from the island of Crete. He wrestled it into submission with his bare hands and delivered it to Eurystheus. The eighth labor, stealing the man-eating mares of Diomedes. King Diomedes owned savage horses that were fed human flesh. Hercules overpowered Diomedes and fed him to his own horses, taming them before bringing them to the king. The ninth labor, obtaining the belt of Queen Hippolyta. In this labor he had to obtain the belt of Hippolyta, the queen of the Amazons. Different versions of the myth narrate how he acquired it, but ultimately he succeeded in his task. The 10th labor, slaying the giant Geryon. Hercules' mission was to steal the prized cattle of Geryon, a giant with 3 heads. The cattle were guarded by a 2-headed dog, which Hercules killed before slaying Geryon and bringing the cattle back to Eurystheus. The 11th labor, retrieving the golden apples of the Hesperides. Hercules had to obtain golden apples from a sacred garden guarded by a 100-headed dragon. He enlisted the help of Atlas, who carried the heavens on his shoulders. Atlas retrieved the apples, while Hercules briefly bore the sky. When Atlas attempted to leave, Hercules tricked him into taking back his burden and escaped with the apples. The 12th and final labor, capturing Cerberus from the underworld. The gates of the underworld were guarded by Cerberus, a monstrous 3-headed dog belonging to Hades. In his most formidable feat, Hercules ventured into the land of the dead, subdued Cerberus with his bare hands, and brought him to Eurystheus. Hercules' final fate. Having completed all 12 labors, Hercules was finally cleansed of his sins. He continued to gain fame and honor in numerous battles. Ultimately, Hercules was consumed by the flames of his own funeral pyre. Yet his story did not end there. Zeus, recognizing his son's greatness, granted him immortality and a place among the gods of Olympus. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and share your thoughts with us.